Hey guys, welcome back to High Times Restoration. Today I think we are going to start on this and I'll show you. Let's see. We're almost in frame. I bought this at an auction, froze up. Not very much money. And the only thing I did to it so far is took the pull start off of it. Got it freed up. Started it with a drill, cleaned out the carburetor a little bit. We're gonna strip it down, get it all figured out, cleaned up, looking like new. And by the way, this is a Honda powered 3-inch semi trash pump. 5.5 horsepower. It's a GX 160 Honda engine. And it looks like the brand of the pump and everything would be the Honda WB 30X. So we'll get started on this thing. We'll be back. nuts are really being hard to come off of there. I got this one loose, but when I turn it so far, it gets hard again. And I really hate to break these off. Really tight right there. Oh, come on. I think I might have it this time. Ooh, still tight. Lots of rust in there. Here's one. Well, I was trying to take the carburetor off, and when this comes out, I don't have enough room to clear this pole, the frame. So I'm probably going to have to take it off the frame and get it out of there. I'll start loosening those bolts down below, and we'll see if we can get it out of this frame. Go around to the other side. Okay. Looks like there's a little notch on this side where this can slide out of that. It has to come over this. Ugh. Alright, I'll see if I can get this thing pulled out of this frame and we'll keep going. It's too wide to come up and out the end here, so it can't come out this end. I think it's gonna have to come up and out the side somehow here, so let's try Free. I'm gonna put all my nuts back on now. Alright, let's get you in here closer, I guess. Got some thick varnish looking junk in the bottom. I think we're gonna spill some gas here. Let me get a cup. I think I'm gonna set it up on a couple 2x4s. Get it just a little bit higher so my cup can get under here. And I'm gonna try to take the gas line off. It's right here. Hopefully there ain't too much gas in it. I could have clamped that off, but I'd like to get all the old gas out of that tank anyway. Doesn't look too good. While that's draining, I'll see if I can show you what that gas looked like coming out of that thing. See all the, it looks nasty. I think I can see moisture down there in the bottom of it, water down there. So it definitely needed to go. I think we'll see if we can get a look inside of this carburetor. Now I had this open already because I wanted to see if it would run at all. So if you're one of them guys that say, oh God, he's not using the right tool, yeah, I don't a lot, so. Now, looks like, see how clean that looks in there? Where are we at? Pretty clean. That thing was horrible when I first opened it. I wish I'd have videoed it. I had everything working in there, I think, but I'm still going to clean it all up because there's a lot of varnish in the bottom of it. And what I remember is it was running, but it wouldn't run without the choke. I think it may have had a clog in the jet. Man, that thing is really tight. Blow some. See if we can get this off of here and see what it. I believe this is just a little filter. Pretty nasty in there. All right, just pop that little I guess that's just a little filter, not a filter, but what do you call it? A bowl trap, maybe. Gas comes in there, and anything big would get caught in there, and it's a little rusty. I don't want to focus, but it's a little dirty in there. I'm gonna clean that out, and we'll be back. All right, I got that little bowl cleaned up pretty good, and I'm gonna take the jet out if I can get it out without stripping it. I'm gonna look through that and see if we got any a good light through it. That is the tiniest jet in the world, man. I can barely see light through it. I think I'm gonna go. Let me see if I got a piece of wire to stick in there. What I've always did, and this is probably not right, but I take a little piece of wire off the wire brush and run it through there. See it going, that little wire going all the way through there, and wire it around. I might have, let me look, I might actually have something that'll fit that. Let's see. See, that acts like it's too big. You really don't want to make it any bigger because it's adjusted to be tuned just right. I think I'll just keep cleaning it with the wire of this brush. And I'm sure that's not the right way, but you know, I think I actually got some little wires. Let me see what I got. I think this is made to clean out a torch head, but we will adapt and use whatever we need. Let's see. That one goes through there pretty easy. Let's try the next size. Ooh, that one tight. That one is doing some good. Can you hear it scratching it just enough? Let me look through my hole now. Oh yeah. The thing was probably starving for gas. I believe that'll work. give it a little one of these, and I'm gonna put it back in. It definitely wouldn't take much to dirty fuel, something in your fuel to clog your gas up, and that's probably the number one reason why one won't run is because your jet gets stopped up. And it's usually the first thing I go after. If you got spark and it won't run, I always clean the jet first. I think it's back in there. Got this thing looking pretty good. I've already took this float out, and I took a Q-tip. Yeah, let's just take it apart and show you. This little pin here holds the float in, and it has the little needle. See that little needle right there? If it'd focus. No? Yeah. Come on. Focus. Well, it ain't gonna focus, but that's, right here's your needle. And it's attached by a little spring to this float. And when this float goes up and down, that needle shuts off your gas flow, so your gas don't just overflow into your carburetor. But I've already cleaned this, and I took and put a Q-tip in there and spun it around inside this little hole, and it's working good. So I'm gonna just put it back together. Now, I think the only thing that holds this pin in is the sides of the bowl. It keeps it from coming out either side. I'm going to give this a little bit of a spray down. I'm going to start putting this back together. Let's see. Now, I think this bowl has to go back on just like this. pretty clean. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't work if we get it put all back together. Let's see. We need to get the choke back on here. I think it went like this. And that's all the way choked. You see how this door's closed and it barely lets a little air around this side. That's all the way choked, and then that's all the way open. And normal running, you'd want it to be open. So I'll get her ready to be put back on, and I'll come back. All right, I'm gonna put this carburetor back on for right now, just so I don't lose any parts to it. I'm pretty confident that the carburetor is in good shape now. I don't think it'll have any problems with gasoline. Now what I kind of want to do is start cleaning up the gas tank. I don't really want to repaint it if I don't have to. Choke is off. I think that's off. This would be on. I'm going to put some gas in it. And I think I'm going to take the tank off. Or am I? Let's see if we can find something that will clean that tank up without taking it off. All right. As you can see, this little red streak right through here? This is where I thought I would put some, I think I put carburetor, sprayed a little carburetor cleaner on there, and part of the red rag came back off on that. I'm gonna see if I can find something. I'm gonna try a little PB blaster to see if that'll bring that thing clean without damaging the paint. The camera's shaking, so that's not going to work. But it is helping. I'll try a little liquid ranch over here on this side to see how it does. It does absolutely nothing that I can tell. What else I got? I got some cheap Dollar General lubricant. Let's see if that helps. Does anything to it. No. I can't remember. Brake cleaner may just be not good at all. Let's just try just a spot of it. Didn't do horrible. Let's try a little more over here. Oh yeah. bringing it off. It's cleaning. Stuff that works the best, I'm almost out of. Let's go back to the PB blaster. It didn't do too bad. Maybe I was imagining things. I'm gonna get some steel wool maybe if I got a piece. I got some old worn out 3M, maybe in pink or red. See if it's too abrasive. Put some more PB blaster on it. And this was dirty to begin with, that's why you're seeing so much dirt or grime. I think that's the best thing to use is a little PB blaster, and it ain't too harsh on it. I don't think it'll take the decals off. Just remove the old gas cap and bring it around that. Well, I did some more polishing off camera, and that's about as good as I'm going to get the top. Don't look too bad. There's a few scratches and paint's missing, and I may do some touch up on it, but I think I'm going to start on cleaning up the aluminum pump itself. I think just a wire brush is probably the best thing to get in here and start cleaning that up. Let me get a smaller brush. Sorry, I'm shaking all over the place. I didn't even think about that. Let's, well, you guys know what I'm doing. I'll do it and then we'll come back and look at it. Well, it's starting to shine up. I think I'm gonna call it here for today. And we'll come back and I'll have it hopefully all polished up, and then we'll get the intake cleaned up. We'll get the exhaust all cleaned up, maybe repainted. Get the red part there all shined up. Just polish up the top of the head there. But it's looking better. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget, like my video and please subscribe. Thank you. Bye.